I got to read you this David Letterman article in the Inquirer.
Oh.
Because if this is true, this is unbelievable.
Really?
Yeah. He's had an out-of-body experience, and now he's getting all weird. Wait.
What?
Yeah, you got to hear this.
Letterman?
Yeah. Yeah. Same deal. But this is going to be
I gotta
funny.
Hear
A whole
this.
different world.
This is like from the hospital?
Yeah, let me take a break. We'll do that, and then you got to play those tapes from the Golden Globes Award because I hope they'll be ready.
I hope I'll go check.
Yeah, just smack Scott in the head and get him going.
Well, that's not going to do it.
I'm not paid to think. Do you know he told Gary that?
I'm not paid to think?
Gary and Scott had a huge argument today.
It was a great one, man.
I missed it.
Really?
You were there?
This happened today?
It started, so I ran out and told the guys from E, but there was no, no cameras ready yet.
Oh, too bad.
It was like 5:45.
Here's what happened.
Wow.
Gary came in and said to Scott, the engineer, "Hey, Scott, where are the tapes of the music from the birthday show?" Because he knows I like to play that
Howard,
stuff.
I want to tell you one thing. Even though I expect him to do this anyway,
Yeah.
I called him at 5 a.m. from my car to remind him.
Right.
Okay.
So Scott,
Get pissed now, Gary!
Scott didn't
No
have.
wonder I got the reception I got when I came in with a video.
Scott didn't have the songs ready, which and Gary rightly so said, we do this every year. Just why can't you just have the songs ready? Why do I have to tell you? And Scott was like, "I'm not the producer of the show. I'm not paid to think."
I've
never
get
heard
paid to think.
I never heard a guy say he doesn't get paid to think. I would not be proud to say that.
Like the answer would have been like, "Listen, I messed up. I forgot. I should have got it done on
always has an
Friday."
excuse.
But instead, it's like, "Listen, I got a lot of things to do. I'm taking in feeds. I'm taking in sports feeds. I'm doing my very best. Gary Garver's got some tape." And I was like, "But we do this every year."
Yeah.
He said, "Why did you ask an engineer to do it on Friday?" I said, "Because nobody was here. The entire
Right.
engineering staff was gone
over there,
And plus,
yeah.
I don't want to hand it off to somebody who doesn't know
Right.
what to do."
Right. And then he yelled.
Oh yes, Freddie saw it. Bad.
Wow.
He goes, "Don't talk to me that way." And I go, "Scott, it's just you could have gotten it done. I got things to do."
Oy vey.
Well, I'm not going back there looking for Golden Globe tape.
Yes, you are. You're the only one who can match him in yelling in Yellfest.
You got lung power.
I mean, it always got a lot of stuff to do,
Yeah.
but there's no surprise here.
You know what? The thing that bothers me, though, is I never see Scott working frantically.
Yeah, I know.
No.
I went with the Golden Globe tape before we even started the program. And I handed it to him, and he was sitting there, at his desk with the knee up, sitting there. He doesn't look like he's killing himself.
Howard.
And wait a minute, so I
Where
handed
is
it
he?
to him, and you know what he said to me?
I'm on break.
You want this for the news, right?
Want this for
Like,
the news?
I don't have to do this right away, right?
We gotta relax.
And I'm like, geez, yeah, no urgency, Scott. Nothing's happening.
He's at lunch.
Howard, can I tell you one of my pet peeves? And Stuttering John has seen this, and I've had this discussion.
I wish I had seen the fight.
I wish if he was,
Scott
if
refuses.
he was so overwhelmed.
Scott is refusing to come down here.
If he was, I'd like to see a little bit of frenzy back there.
Scott,
I want to. Where is he?
He
Scott,
never
don't think,
moves
just come in.
fast.
Scott, you're not paid to think. Come in here. I've never heard a guy say. Listen, no offense.
No.
I've never heard a guy say, "I'm
do
not
what
paid to
told.
think."
I'm not paid to think.
I mean, why would you want to even admit that you're not paid to think?
I'm not paid to think.
You are paid to think. You have to think about.
Well, we would like to pay you to think. but
yeah.
we
How
can
much
get
does it
that
cost
out
to
of
get you to think?
Oh, at least twice when I'm making.
No, why not? I would like you over the weekend to say, "Hey, I got to get in and put the music on tape."
I did get in, but there are things that I have to do. I had trouble getting the news feeds this morning. They weren't where they should be.
Right.
I have to take in the sports feed, and he called me, and I was going to do it all. I knew they had to be done, and I hadn't gotten into it yet.
And then he was mad at me. I was like, "Scott, we need this stuff." And he was like, mad at me.
And I was working on it.
And he goes, "I'm working on it. It's the best I can do." But, I wanted it for you at 6.
Right.
This is what we do.
It's fun, yeah. What good is getting it at 9?
Well, you had 2 at 6, and then you had the rest by.
But he didn't. I tried to explain to Scott. You don't
can't
want
do
to.
part of
You want
it.
the whole package because if Howard starts
Right.
doing the
I
rap
didn't have
about
time to get.
Maybe you got to get here earlier.
I'm not allowed to be here early.
What time did you get in?
I get here at 4.
it, you
Really?
got here at 3:30 and left at 11:30. I know what you're
I
saying.
don't have-
You're not allowed to do overtime. But you
Right.
got to do what needs to be done to get
I
it
would have
done.
come in at 2 if I'm allowed to.
Sure you
You
are.
can work 8 hours. Nobody says what 8 hours you have to work. He can't just do overtime.
See, that's how he sits in there. Look
With
at
that leg crossed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's
Robin,
sitting.
please.
You can't work fast sitting
No, I
like
don't do
that.
anything back there.
In a yoga position.
I just sit.
I heard you said F you to Gary.
Oh yeah.
I think I did.
Oh sure. It's okay.
That's not right.
Why do you get so upset?
Because I'm
Why do you get
Just
so
trying to get the
upset?
show done.
Because you know what, I really am working hard back there, and
But one has
it's
nothing to do with
coming, it's
working
coming.
hard. Has nothing to do with. It's like one of those things that it's a given. I knew that it had to be done. Like I had somebody. I knew I was going to have my list today of people who turned down the show. I got it a little bit early. I pulled my notes together because I knew we were going to do that rap.
And I made sure to get the Golden Globe tape to you first thing because I know that's a difficult thing to do.
Right. So I worked on it as soon as I could get to it.
You know what would be cool?
And
It would be
and
really
that was-
cool. You
that
just say,
was the truth.
"Damn, I messed up. I'm unprepared." I would just
weren't
let you
do-
be.
No. They weren't done because there wasn't enough time physically to get them done with the other stuff that had to be done.
Right.
That's
So
all.
so knowing in advance that you got to do this,
Yeah.
and you got other stuff to do. You say to yourself, "Gee, either I'll call Richie and tell him on Friday because he caught this up, or Andre, or maybe I'll get in a little bit early because you already know coming in you can't. You don't.
Why
have
don't you
to
get
do it.
Andre to help
Okay, I
you?
effed up. I'm sorry.
Right, okay. I'm not paid to think. I'm paid to curse. F you.
I mean, all right, you want me to say I made a mistake? Fine.
That's
What's the
better.
big
Why
deal?
yell at everyone?
It wasn't a mistake. It was just
Every year, the same drill. And you know what you do? On
not
Monday,
every year the same drill.
on Monday, you ought to have Andre come in early and do some tape for you. Pull some tape.
Okay.
All right?
Whatever you
Well,
say.
use Andre.
Whatever you
He's sitting back there like King Tut, that Andre.
Now he's patronizing you.
Yeah, you know he's
I know,
patronizing
it's so
me.
weird.
No.
But if you thought, now you are
No,
paid
but
to
he
think.
doesn't think.
You're the engineering department. You think, you go, wait, I can't handle all this work. I'll get someone else to help me. Why not do that rather than yell and F you, everyone?
Okay.
Why not say sorry now for next year when you screw it up again?
Hey Howard, you know what we got?
I like that he's yelling. I got to take a break. What?
I'll tell you later.
All right, we're gonna. What about Scott?
No, it's just a pet peeve I have, and it's just more
Go ahead, let me
comfortable to
hear
say
it.
on the air than off the air.
What?
Like Scott's one of those guys. Like I'll go in there running, and I'll go. I got to get this piece of tape. I got to pull this thing off the phone right now. So Scott's got. We don't have tape anymore. It's on the computer.
Right.
The computer needs to be set up to record.
Right.
Never does Scott, while I'm getting my
Oh,
message,
that's not true
never
at
does he
all.
turn to the left and get it
That's
set
not-
up.
absolutely
I
not
pull it
true.
all together, and then I go, "This is what I want." And then Scott goes, "Okay," and then he turns to the left and he
Right,
starts.
right. But
Absolutely
it's
not.
always a
That's
That's
slow
a lot of the
move.
time. Like when
No,
you see me,
absolutely.
but seriously, when you see me come in, you should go. And I say, "I got to pull this." You should go
No,
right to it.
I do that. If it's not already set up, I
end up waiting a lot.
Well,
That's just a pet peeve.
It takes a little time for that to load into the proper configuration.
No, I understand, but a lot of times you don't start it till you see what we're doing. You'll be like, "Oh, like he's got to hear it," but it doesn't matter. It's like like you always used to say, tape should always be set up, should be
Right.
ready to roll.
Right.
But I understand, but sometimes it's a little slow. So okay, I figure
I know. I agree with you.
I'm on your bad list anyway. I
No.
figured I'd go for broke today.
So, no,
Right.
I agree that it is slow
As
sometimes.
soon as he says, "Let's record," you could start getting the recording
And you
equipment
don't
together.
always do that, even though you say you do. You don't.
I would say 99% of the time I do it.
All right. Well, why don't you make that 100? Okay. Work on that. All right. Thank
Yeah,
you.
go through pictures. Go through darts at my picture.
I did that already.
Does he do that?
He's very angry with me.
Yeah.
See, what I'm doing is this is what
You're interfering with his life.
I'm standing up for what you would say, so he would never
Right.
talk that way to you.
But you got to
he'd
understand
yell at
something,
me.
Scott. He's doing it because I'm putting the pressure on him.
Like I knew
No,
that.
I know that. I know.
Right.
You're right. It should have been done, but granted, I don't have the authority to say come in at 2 or come in at 3.
You don't. I'm giving you the authority.
But you really do,
But
Scott.
you could make
Howard,
a phone call.
You know what? I would work 100 hours a day for you.
No, but you get into a gray area. You do have the ability to come in. You could have come in at 3:30 this morning and left at 11:30. That's your 8 hours. You can do that if you want.
I wasn't aware that I could do that.
Why?
I mean,
They just said don't do overtime.
that's correct.
They didn't say come in at 4 and leave at 12. They said don't do overtime.
Yeah.
I understand.
So it's not that crazy to think ahead. He's trying to get you to let him get to do overtime again.
Right. Yeah. Just get here earlier. Get here at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
All
I've
right.
done that. I mean,
All right,
it's
good.
not
Thank
like
you.
I haven't.
All
done
right.
that.
Listen, let's take a break, Robin.
Wait.
Right.
Let me leave and then we'll take a break.
Oh, all right.
I'm not gonna. No, I'm not mad at.
All right. We'll be back right after these words.
A-hole.